Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to pick up the prescription for my neighbor. She actually had it transferred to Walgreens because Walmart is still out of stock, and it's her blood pressure medicine. So I'm gonna head and do that first, and then I'm thinking about well, number two, I called the clothing place. They have a lot right now. So there is, I believe, a donation at, I'm not 100% sure, near Walmart. I think they might have done away with it though, because people, I think they just dump stuff. Does that make sense? So, going to stop at Walmart, just walk around, look at things. I don't know if I'll purchase anything or not. I have been trying to upload a car vlog now for almost 24 hours. I've done it twice, so I'm gonna wait and try to do it when I get home, so that way I can piece this one together. It's always something though, it really is. And then I'm gonna stop and pick up iced coffee. It is almost 2 p.m. Haven't just had my own. I had the Grands today, and look at, I'm in a sweatshirt. This is the difference of New York weather. I believe it's like 70, I think 5 maybe, but in the shade, and it's getting a little overcast. It was a little chilly to me, so I might have to just pull my hair back for a little bit while I drive. So I might do that at a stoplight or something. And what else was I gonna do, guys? That dementia be kicking in hardcore sometimes. Oh, I'll discuss our favorite couple. Why not, right? So, where to begin? First off, I didn't catch it from the beginning. I'm going to let you know that. I missed the first, 15 minutes of the live. And I didn't go back and I didn't watch it. I did hear where Jerry didn't pay taxes on her car, which I didn't understand that. We don't have that in New York State. I'm thankful. We just have where you register it every 2 years. And I don't know, it's like $62 or something. And then our licenses is done on our birthday. I want to say every 4 or 6 years now. Used to be, it used to be like every year or every 2 years, but that's lengthened out. So she didn't pay that. She said it was, cancer brain. Definitely wasn't chemo brain, right? So she cannot register her car until she gets the dollar amount of the taxes that she owes, which I guess it goes about the value of your car. And I mean, I wouldn't think it would be that high, to be honest with you. Like, it would cost that much money in taxes. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, being without a car, that's something. I mean, not being able to use it, not being able to get a tire for it and such. I mean, that's house poor. So let me try to get this better. So to me, that is house poor. But who am I to say, right? They didn't have a garage sale. Did they say it was too hot? They might have said it was too hot, or they were too tired. It was one or the other. My thing is Sally's doing so much better, right? She feels better. Could there be something in the home that might be making them tired? I don't know. Could there be a lot of dust and maybe mold or something? Because to be so tired, only in your 50s, And let's admit this, Jim does not have cancer. So, I think it's depression, which is sad. I think that Jim seeing Jerry lay around and really not do a whole heck of a lot, he feels that, you know, he could do it as well. Laundry is not difficult to do, guys. It really is not. It's one of the easiest tasks to do. The machine does the washing and the drying. And Jerry says she separates the clothes. So all you have to do is put the clothes into the washer, let the washing machine do it, transfer to the dryer. And I know Jerry says she doesn't like to wash her sheets a lot. With you having bleeding, I'm sorry, they need to be changed more often and washed and dried, because that blood that's there could get on the sore. It could make it infected. I don't know. We just have a whole different way of thinking, and I get that. People are like that all the time. We all have different ways of thinking, and we have different ways of doing things. I totally get that. I do believe, and people can find me, you know, that perhaps I'm not speaking correctly, but I think that they need help with your basic daily living life skills. They really do. You forget to shower, you forget to bathe. Who in their right mind forgets to shower or bathe? Who forgets that when you have a car, and you've been doing it for years, to pay taxes, to know that your registration is coming up? The stickers are in the window, for God's sakes. You get mail, and I guess because it's in Jerry's name, Jim didn't realize it because it was in Jerry's name, you know, and she makes sure she says that. And I believe that was, maybe this one wasn't, this one wasn't the mother's van, because this one was the one that went, I believe, into repossession twice. I believe. I could be wrong. To me, like Dave and Sissy deals wouldn't cut it. Now that the wind's not blowing, I want to put my hair back down. Dave and Sissy deals would not cut it. It would be saving my money for all my bills that were upcoming. Like, if I didn't have the money to purchase like iced coffee and go to Walmart and look for clearance items and such, I wouldn't do it. My bills come first and foremost. So that's where it's like, it's not just Jim's mentality, perhaps. It's Jerry's as well. I know at one point she admitted that she had a shopping addiction. So, you know, that's difficult as well. I feel bad. Like, I feel like Jerry had said a while ago when she had messaged me on Instagram, you know, she felt that her and I could be friends. We had a lot of the same views. And I feel that if we were friends, I would be able to not convince her into things, but help her. Be that encouragement that people need. People sometimes need encouragement. You know, I have a couple neighbors that need encouragement, and I'm there for them. You know, even if it's just sitting outside, just even sitting in the shade, even if it's helping that person get to that spot, because, you know, when you sit in the shade, we have to go through the grass and get under the tree, like, you know. So yes, I am that person. It's either too hot or too cold, or too rainy or snowing. My wish for them is that they could find a place that would be much lower in rent, that a society like Cancer Society or some type of other group or something would help them move. And this way they would be in a smaller place that they could maintain, that Jim could maintain, you know? And change is good. Change is not a bad thing. Change sometimes helps the spirits and helps the mood. So, it's sad. Like, I know a lot of people don't think she has cancer. I am one that does. I am one that thinks because she has a problem, she's saying laying on her sides and such, that she needs to get to the doctor, let them know everything, let them see that, as she calls it, boo-boo. Let them see that so they could, like, maybe take care of it and prescribe something so it doesn't spread, so it doesn't tunnel. And being that she, again, admits to being in the bed for a much longer period of time, you know, she won't admit to a bed sore, which I don't know why, when she at one point said she had a pressure sore on her tailbone. You know, what's the crime in admitting something? I don't know if their bed is up against I believe it's up against a wall in between the windows. I think they had a headboard. It's been a while since I've seen that. I know they were in the bedroom and she was in the chair. Not this one, the last one. But anyways, you know, sitting up in bed, leaning, you know, against the, maybe the headboard and such, where your shoulders don't touch, positioning yourself differently. And what's happened is she's not using her muscles. And by laying in bed, it's just making it that much more difficult. It's sad. You know, and she mentioned something about her cancer journey, that she wanted people to follow it, but what type of cancer journey has it been? There really hasn't been hardly any radiation. Chemo which was a very low dose, which she just had all the symptoms. Not that she picked her lips, not that she laid in bed too much. You've got to help yourself. You've got to. James, you have got to help yourself. That's not being mean. That's saying that you kind of copying what your wife does by not being able to move around a lot and being tired and exhausted and your back hurts. And I get it. I really get pain, I promise you. But you do have to push through it. You can't baby it. Soak in that bathtub. Clean that bathtub out. Plunge it. Use liquid plumber. Use something to help open the pipes to be able to fill that up with nice hot water. Lay in that bath and soak and move your muscles, and you know what I mean? Slowly do your shoulders, and like, I'm not kidding you, when I'm lying in the bath, I'll put my feet up against the shower wall and lift my hips, and I'll do different things in the bath just to help loosen things up. And the best thing for you is hot baths and showers for pain. And you know, I get where Dave said perhaps soap dries their skin. Even if you shower and don't use soap and just rub yourself, or get one of those loofahs, and just no soap, just scrub your body, get the dead skin off. Go for, you know, I know Jerry Ann can't. Jim could go for a walk, could walk the dog, could get out of the house. I wonder if the lawn is being mowed. Like, and their lawn is not that big. It really isn't. I hope I'm not here during their close time. I just thought of that. And I just thought they might have a donation thing here too. I think they do. Sorry, my mind. Again, using the blinker in the parking lot. holy smokes, they're busy. Hold on. I did that because a couple of texts came through. A old neighbor that we used to reside near, and my boys were good friends with the family and such. Their son passed away in a car crash, and it's just sad. 32 years old. They believe speed had something to do with it, and he crashed into a tree. It's very sad. So you're not promised tomorrow. Let me ignore these. Okay. You're not promised tomorrow. You live for today. I guess that's what bothers me so much for people, that it makes me sad. It makes me sad for people that don't want to help themselves. There are people born with no arms and no legs, and they get around and they do things, and they don't let their disabilities stand in their way. So, there's some people that, they are bedridden due to different difficulties, and I totally understand that. But when you've got Jerry, that she wasn't real mobile to begin with, okay? Let's even prior. And to always self-diagnose herself, and afraid to go to the doctors because of the white coat syndrome, which is real, guys. That is totally real. You could discuss that with your physician, hey, I have white coat syndrome, and like I get, people are afraid to go to the doctors in fear of finding out the worst, that's something horrible. But physicians are there for us, for symptoms that we have, to, oh, we're not feeling right, something's off. Well, that's what physicians are there for, to tell us, well, this is going on right now, your blood count, your whatever, Jim able to lift 50 pounds, that is not too disabled. Even to lift 25 pounds, it's not too disabled. There are things that you can do. Now, your mental health, that's a different story. I haven't even really touched base on your video that was very upsetting. Very upsetting. And I don't really want to, because it's just sad that, people think of self-harm, or it's sad. And to me, your wife, you've been married 25 years, which, that is fantastic. That's many years to be married. You would think that in preparation, usually a patient who, has stage 4 cancer, they make sure to do certain things. At least the cancer patients that I have known and seen pass away, getting rid of things, saying, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to do this, let me do that. Let me, like with my brother, I'm not going to wear all these clothes, and he lost so much weight. And he just was like, let's get these gone, let's not take up space. And he fought hard. He did all kinds of trials, and cancer is horrific. It's terrible. Do I believe there's a cure for cancer? I'm going to say it again. 100% I do. But the pharmaceutical companies are not going to put that out there. Why? Because all the money that is put into research and such. I mean, when people were diagnosed with AIDS and other things, how they've come along, how, you really don't hear much about HIV and AIDS anymore. I don't know what to say, you know. Like when I sit in the car, to bring my knee up helps because it helps my back and my hip. Though be it, this hip and this knee needs replacement. I still don't baby it. I still make sure I use it and stretch it and do things to help myself so I'm able to continue walking. You lay in bed and your muscles just go dormant, you know. They're not being used, they're not being stretched. You know, and when you are a little heavier, you know, and you have a little pooch, to carry that on your back, there's a lot of pressure, so you'll get backaches. Oh, and that was mentioned too, that her snoring was so terrible. I think Jim either got up and moved or he got a terrible night's sleep. Not being rude, go for a sleep study. Snoring is a huge sign of sleep apnea. Huge sign. Help yourself. You might be lacking oxygen, and this is why, when you sleep, this is why your lips will be bluish during the day. I mean, what's a sleep study? It's not horrific. Nowadays, some of them are done where you go home and you have something on you. Some of them are done in the facility. So what? Spend the night. Get taken care of. Get your health taken care of. You know, if you want to, you have all these plans of what you're going to do. If you have these plans, you've got to help yourself. So, now that I'm just sitting in line, it's a little warm. But driving is a little chilly, so. And, I'm sure Walmart will be a little chilly. I have biker shorts on with my Duncan. You know me. And I have to say, this washed really well. It's over a year old, and you know I've worn it a lot. And I'll continue to wear it. It's one of the softer ones. That one, and this is from Temu, by the way. This one and my California hoodie, or not hoodie, it's just a crew neck, and the California sweatpants. My favorite pig suit ever. Representing a friend. California. But yeah, I haven't been on Temu lately. I should go looking. But I've put that off only because, well, I've got the 4 birthdays we're doing together. So I've got to go through that and look what's birthday gifts. Then after I separate that, I am going to put into the Christmas bags. And then I'm going to write down in a notebook what I have, so I know who's getting what. And this way I can prepare better for Christmas, because flip, guess what? It's like fall is here. We're going to be low 60s and such for the next, I mean, there's a couple days it might be 76. I think there's 176 and 178. And then there's highs of 66. And it's just, that's a little chilly to me. And I was telling my sister, I said, let's start draining the pool, getting the process going. And as I drain it, you know what I mean, you clean the sides and do a bunch of stuff. Anyways, and she said, I know, and then come September, we're going to have a few hot days, and the kids will probably want to go. And I go, I know, but that's so not worth it, because the water's so ice cold. They'd want it, but they don't want to go in it. And there's sprinklers that you could hook your hose up to that they could just run through, and you could put warm water or whatever. So, off track, right? Yeah, there is a donation, and it's not overflowing, so I could put the bags right into it, which is nice. It's the red one. That's the rescue mission, I believe. I don't want to do Goodwill because everyone is saying Goodwill prices are so high. And Tanya on Facebook, I don't know, there was a couple, a Shein item. And, you know, Shein is not well made to me for children. It's great. You get a year. Well, I can't even say that because Temu Amelia's gotten 2 years wear out of stuff. But anyways, you're not paying them high prices, and it actually lasts. Amelia lasts, you know what I mean? And she outgrows it, and then Everly gets it. So, you know, but you do have to read the description. Is it made in China? Yes, it is. Are a lot of our stuff in stores made in China? Yes, it is. It's hard to buy just American with clothing and such. So, I didn't think it would be this long of a line. They must have just probably came back. It must have been lunch 1 to 2. Because right now it's 2:20 and there was quite the lineup. I think there's a car behind me or two. They have to stop at that stop sign until we could pull up. It's not too bad though. They're not real slow, thank goodness. I just really dread. Fall is okay, guys, but winter can be rough. And I'm already thinking about it. And like, I don't mind the shoveling and such. I actually enjoy the shoveling because it gets your muscles going. You know, you're using your arms, you're using your legs. It's just the bitter cold. I've had my longer jacket for a few years. It might be time to get a newer one. It's been washed a lot. I don't think that makes it less warm, but I think as we age, we get colder, like, easily. Because Tasha thought it was very warm out, and I was like, I was cold. At one point, we were sitting out there, and I had goosebumps, so I was like, all right, honey, I'm going to leave. I said, you know, if the kids want to stay down here, you're more than welcome. She goes, nope, I'm going to bring them back in. Oh, and Amelia's doing this thing for pie in your coach. So my sister stopped by yesterday. It's $5, and whoever gets the most gets to pie their cheerleading coach, and it raises money for the cheerleading squad. And if she gets the most, she gets $130. Now, if she was older and on a different thing, it would pay for the hotel room for competition and such. So, and I do want to stop by in the next couple weeks and pick up a cheer sweatshirt. I want to see the crews and I want to see the hoodies, and I want to be able to wear that. So, all right, I'm next. All right, prescription picked up and donated the back. So that's all taken care of. Check, check. Now to Walmart. You know what I need to get to? I was thinking of, my grandchildren love the mini bagels. Not the thins, but the mini. So I'm gonna pick up a thing of mini bagels, because Everly actually asked for that with cream cheese, and I had one, and then she ate that and wanted another, and I didn't have that. So that just came to my mind. I had the cream cheese, I just didn't have the mini bagels. And Amelia, she's more of a English muffin girl, and I didn't have those. So I made French toast for her, and Trey ate French toast as well. So I have them tomorrow, excuse me, and I promised that I would have mini bagels. And it's so funny because I always taught the girl, pinky swear, and when we pinky swear, you know what I mean, we never go back on our word, we always follow through with it. So she goes, pinky swear, Nana? I go, pinky swear, sweetheart. And it just came to me. And yeah, lunch there is 1:30 to 2, so that's why it was so busy. I just had a friend text me and said that James has a vlog up, and I said, oh, is it real long? And she said, no, it's only like 27 minutes, so I'm not going to check that out now. I'm going to do what I need to do. That's my priority. When I get time, perhaps later, maybe. Or, you know, after bedtime. Amelia has cheer tonight. Tasha usually takes her, and then I'll pick her up, or vice versa. And then tomorrow it's supposed to rain. It's a 90% chance. Now, no thunderstorms. And even though it's raining, they still practice in the mud or whatever, because they'll have football games like that, and that's how they get prepared. So, oh, and I was telling you, I want to check out the cheer hoodies, or crew neck. I want to see which I like the best, because there's a couple of different designs. And I think for Amelia's birthday, I think I'm going to add a cheer sweatshirt to one of her gifts. And I don't know, they probably do. I'd love to get Everly and even Trey one for his birthday to represent the sister, you know? So, it's another gift idea. I just can't believe that, you know, she's 6 years old. It's just, you know, and sometimes now with her little haircut, she looks just so grown. Like, that baby look is leaving, even though she's still a little peanut. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, her jeans from last year fit her, you know, size 6, which, oh, that's what's wrong. Okay, I knew there was, there we go. A size 6 from last year, but that's how it used to be. When you were 6 years old, you were a 6, you know, but nowadays, children are much bigger. Like, Trey is going to be a 3T, and some of his shirts have to be a 4T. And he's just turning 2. He's a tank. He is so handsome. I need to share with the group in the Discord a picture of Trey today. He is just so handsome. He is so naughty, too. Kids are just different from, even Tasha said, even from when her, you know, older ones were younger. They're just different today. She said, was it COVID? I don't know. But I'm not going to make this too long, because Lord knows I can get real chatty. But I've been charging my phone, but though I've been recording, I don't know how well it's charged. I figure I'll walk around and do some scanning of some items and just get some steps in. I'm all about trying to get them 10,000 steps in. Some days are real easy. Some days are well over. Some days just about 8,000. Sometimes 9. Though with a flare-up, sometimes just like 5,000 maybe. If I'm rolling in the bed, rolled up in a ball, I take the watch off, because I'd be so disgusted with myself. I would actually, like, literally beat myself up, if that makes sense. Like, even though I'd be in that much pain, I would try to still get up and move, which, that's what my doctor always said. It's best to get up and move. This gentleman isn't watching, really. Okay, I'm going to pull straight through, because I don't plan on getting a lot. So I don't have to worry about getting in the back end. Alright, guys. I don't know if I'm going to add more to this or not, but if not, you know me. If I do or I don't, I'll still be back. Bye. Okay, so I came back. Oh, I need to plug in. Hold on. Sorry about that. My battery's running low. I came back on. I did some shopping. I got more than I wanted, more than I bargained for. But I was going to try some jeans on. I got too warm in there. I thought Walmart would be colder than what it is, but nope, it's a little warm. So I did try some shorts on. I told you guys how I got rid of all my 2s. I'm in a size 4. So they didn't really have any shorts to try on, but these like shorter shorts with no stretch whatsoever, flipping ever. like, but I just grabbed them just because a 2 is a 2 usually and a 4 is a 4. Some brands do run differently. The 2 were a little snug. The 4s I could tuck my sweatshirt into it. So I just took a little video in the dressing room. I thought about posting it, you know, because people say, well, certain trolls say I'm obese, I've gained so much weight. Well, no, I'm a 4. I'm not a 2. And also, I don't wear short shorts. I wear longer shorts. I'm older. I just don't, I'm not into the short skirts and the short shorts. Do I believe if you've got the body, show it if you're comfortable? Yes, I do. To each their own, you know what I mean? Like if that's how you feel good and comfortable and it brings you confidence, you do that. I myself, I feel like it's not age appropriate for me, though should there be anything age appropriate? I don't know. So I love this. I love to dilute it a little bit with water, and I love to put it over ice. But like I said, it was getting warm in there. I was getting a little thirsty, and that is much better for me than an Alani. I did pick up a couple of Cherry Crush Alanis. What else did I pick up? Oh, I picked up another salad. This one's a pizza something. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to try it. It says something about tomatoes, but it's very small. So I'm going to try. I'm trying to get my taste buds used to different things. And got that. Can't even remember what I got. My gosh. I got some cube steaks. I got some Italian sausage, sweet and hot. Because I figured I'll have a family dinner in the next week or two. And I'll probably do just before school starts maybe, or the first day of school, have a nice little dinner. Like Amelia loves Italian food, and I figured maybe I'll do that because Everly will be starting too, but she's only going 2 hours a day, guys. It's like if it was bus, but it's got to bring her back and forth too, because her birthday falls on December 28th. The cutoff is November 30th. So she's going to be the biggest one probably in her pre-K class, because she's big anyways, right? So that cutoff is terrible how it is, you know? What else? Mainly I just got, like, you know, foods. Bag of apples. Oh, I got a new sugar-free Powerade. I got some type of grape, but it's like sour. I like sour grape. You guys remember when I went through the kick with the sour gummies or whatever? Sour Patch Kids or something like that? Holy cow. And I haven't had a Swedish fish in I don't know how long. Like, I'll go through kicks and then be done, you know? However, I've not ever gotten over the Dunkin' yet. Oh, and I bought, oh, that's what I did. I bought Starbucks. No, I bought a Stoke iced coffee in the bottle. Then there was this concentrate and another concentrate. I'll take a photo and I'll put it at the end of my video, because I always forget to put it here. And I'll put it at the end of the video so you can see which. I'm just trying out different things. The Dunkin' that I usually get, the big one, what was that, 24 or something? So these are, this one was 5 something. You get 20, like 20 servings, you know, and it's 6 ounces plus water or something like that. Oh, and one of them is 6 ounces of water to a tablespoon of the coffee. So I want to try that. So I figured I'll have Tasha over sometime, because I got a salted caramel one as well. I don't do caramel. And I figured, you know what? We'll just taste test them and see how they are. Just do like little experiments with it. Why not? Steaks, Italian sausage. Oh, I got some mozzarella, because for when I make for for school, back to school, I'm thinking. And I also want to make some homemade macaroni and cheese. So, but I don't know, it's not all that much. It's a few bags. So, the coffee is something I'm very interested in. And I can't wait to go to Dunkin' and get an iced coffee. Because I'll tell you what, it is 4:08 and I'm ready. I put my hair up in the store even because it was like, you know how the back of your neck gets warm? People with long, long hair, I'd like to know how they wear it down all the time and not just put it up and show your beautiful face. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of that gray hair. You know what I mean? Just be proud of who you are. I'll never hide behind my hair. Never. It can be long, it can be short, I'll never hide behind it. And I hope, because there was a woman in Walmart, and she kept like long, beautiful hair, don't get me wrong, long, beautiful hair, and she kept like brushing it forward, and I'm thinking, she's got such a pretty face, you know, and it was warm in there, you could see her sweating, and it's like, oh honey, put your hair up, feel better. But again, to each their own. So, I don't think I'm doing too much. I'll put my groceries away. When I put groceries away, I pull things out and clean and wipe down and, you know. I don't know what. Why can't I just set it in and be done? If I eat anything today, it'll be a salad. What did I eat? Oh, for lunch, Tasha didn't get back until like 12:30ish, and around 11 something, the girls said, do you know what mommy's making for lunch? I was like, no honey, but are you hungry now? You know, they had breakfast and they had a snack, and both the girls were hungry. I said, honey, what do you want? So they wanted cheese quesadillas. Well, I always have, for the most part, I always have the shells. And I was like, then I'll make them. So I made cheese quesadillas, and I had one whole quesadilla, because I had 3 triangles. So I did eat already. And Trey ate almost a whole quesadilla. Amelia, for some reason, Mrs. Hungry, ate 1, and Everly ate 2.5, so. And Ebony, she just comes down when she wakes up, whenever she wakes up. And Ebony had, I think, 2 quesadillas, so it's always nice to see them sitting at the table eating and chit-chatting. And Amelia excited about school. She's not happy that her sister's going to a different school. She says, I won't be with her. What if she needs me? Like, Amelia, she's only going 2 hours a day, honey. Well, no, I'm not. I don't want that to happen. It's okay. It's okay. And you know what? Also, I need to check my mail. I haven't checked my mail in probably 2 weeks. I really don't get a lot. I do my bill pay online, and then a couple bills I pay off for the year. So, you know, I don't have to worry about a payment unless an electric bill or something gets too expensive. You know what I mean? I've used too much power, and then I might get a bill like November, December. But for the most part, I carry credits on my account. So I don't know, that's about it. I'm just going to get iced coffee, because the iced coffee did not bother my stomach. That cold brew, the last 2 times I got it, it kind of bothered my stomach. So I don't know why I go back and forth with that. Sometimes it's like, I gotta have it. And right now it's like, wow. Nothing like stomping your brakes on, dude. Wow, sorry. Like, you know what I mean? If you're coming to an abrupt stop, a lot of times, or you see something, you can kind of pump your brakes to let but people don't do the curiosity. courtesy. Then I was thinking when I was bagging my stuff at Walmart, you know, back in the day when I was 15, I started working at Tops grocery store. I was a cashier. And let me tell you what, we used to bust our butt being a cashier. Like, we would do everything manually, you know, canning in and such, not just scanning. But they don't have to bag it. They don't bag it. They don't do nothing. They just keep putting it right up there, kind of like Aldi's. Well, you know what? Lower your prices then or something. Or I'm just like, holy cow. And we would get the people that would be, oh, I want that all double bagged. You know what I mean? Putting the bags in. We used to have scrape marks up and down your arms. Like, these cashiers got it easy. And they don't go too fast either, let me tell you. It's a total different generation for sure than when I grew up. And I'm sure many of my subscribers. We used to bust our butt doing things. Hand pricing on your hands and knees, pricing the items and putting it in the, yeah.
What can we get for you?
Hi, can I please get a large iced coffee with the shots of vanilla, Splendid.
Is yours?
Nope, I'm going to get the caramel one as well.
All right, you got it. You can come along.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy I waited till after 4. Oh my God, she makes them so good. All right, I'm the only one in line, and I'm going to scan my phone and pay, but hold on. All right. Mine is. Delicious. Oh my God, she is so good. All right. I'm not going to keep this much longer. What else was I going to throw in here? Thank you. Have a good day. That's a caramel, right?
That's it. She just didn't put a sticker on
Okay.
it. That's the other.
All right. Thank you.
The first one was hers.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. All right. So I'm not going to keep this much longer. It's been long enough. What did I... Oh, in the other vlog, I posted the end of the just a little quick Aldi at the end, so people that didn't want to watch it don't have to watch it, but it was just a little sneak peek of what they have. And I don't know if I'll even put the shorts in there, but my goodness, people are so ignorant. They couldn't fit their freaking right foot probably in that size that I can wear, and that, you know, how much weight I've gained. Well, I'll tell you what, someone guessed my weight at 170. I don't think a 170-pound person could wear a size 2. I could wear it. I didn't have to lay down and button them or jump up and zip them or anything. But remember back in the day when you used to go out and do those type of things? But it's just too funny. Like I said, they probably couldn't fit their foot into it. Because, you know, they're larger than Marge. That's a fact check. But I don't even know if I'll put it in there. You know, because they're short and, you know what I mean? I am older. And I just feel like, it might be inappropriate to, you know, be that short. I don't know. Oh, and you know how they talk about, now I've never tried, what is it, Lululemon? Lululemon, is that what it's called? Or another expensive brand. I'm not into expensive brand type of girl, you know what I mean? Woman. I might have went through that in my 20s and 30s perhaps, but that's not needed. And anyway, so they have, I think it's Aviva, I don't know how it's pronounced, so, but they have some so soft, like Alexander Rodriguez would always say, these shirts are like soft, like Lululemon, Lulu, whatever. I don't know what it is, Lulu. And let me tell you what, Tasha had ordered one because she thought, oh, I love soft, and she'd wear stuff under her like scrub shirt, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, these are softer than that. Amazing at Walmart. And what were they? I want to say $14.98, maybe $14.98. But if they come out in turtlenecks with that for the winter, listen, I'm gonna be in there like nobody else. But anyways, I'm almost home. It's been a boring, long vlog, so chat later. Bye-bye. Welcome back to my channel. I am headed to Dollar General. I thought I had another thing of cat treats, and I don't. And they're having like a little fit. Like they are following me around my apartment, meowing, meowing, meowing. So I've got to go grab those. And then I'm gonna go and get a Dunkin'. It's almost noon. Haven't done it yet, but I'm definitely doing it here in a minute. I don't know if I told you when I went shopping about different type of things. The concentrate that's like in a little bottle, and you use a tablespoon to either 6 ounces of water, 6 ounces of milk. I wouldn't do milk, did water. And let me tell you what, it's pretty dang good. Tasha taste tested it with me. She's like, oh, this is good. So that was a success. And I haven't tried the other bottles. That one's a bold vanilla and one's a salted caramel something. I'll have to take pictures if I can, or find it on Walmart and show you, because it's pretty dang good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. After opening, you keep it in the refrigerator, so you keep it refrigerated. But not too much going on today. Started the process of draining the pool, right? So weather changes, and I think it's Saturday. It's going to be 78, which that's not too hot, and Sunday 82. Then it goes back down in the 60s and 70s. So I just want to get it put away for the summer. You know, people close down pools usually Labor Day. I'm not that far off. And with the weather forecast the way it is, it's gotta go. I can't believe how my cats, I really thought I had another whole container in my cabinet, and it's just not there. I don't remember opening it. That might be the dementia. But I'm pretty sure I purchased 3. It is what it is. They just need it. And them following me around and meowing, coming up on the couch, looking in my face, literally, right in my face. So I get up. There's food. There's water. They keep going to the cabinet where I keep them. And I'm like, oh, you guys. So I go to pull another one. I'm like, oh. And I did postpone it a little bit. I have a pig suit on today. Sure do. Gray sweatpants, gray. Does the hoodie say? Yes. California, and the sweatpants say it as well. So they kind of match. I'll never forget when my niece said that. I was just like, oh my goodness, wow, that's an old car. I don't know if you'd be able to see it when it passed. I guarantee you when I go home, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to get Tasha a coffee too. But I'm going to walk in after I take her a coffee. And I'm not going down there. I told her I've been down there for 3 hours. So I'm good right now with the grands. Actually, Amelia's just kind of doing another lazy day. And I'm like, girl, you lazy today? She said, yeah. But, and she was in the bathtub for like over an hour while I was there. And she had her mermaid tail thing on for the pool. And then she gets out and she's brushing her hair. She thinks she's so grown. And she said, I think I want to wear a dress today. So Tasha said, well, it's a little cold if you want to play outside. And that's okay then. You can put me in a skirt. Oh, she is a girly girl. And then Everly said, well, I want to wear a dress. And Tasha said, listen, nobody's wearing a dress because Everly was already dressed. You know what I mean? Which means more clothes to... You know how it goes, guys. Alright. Hopefully they're not too busy. Because I really want to go get a Dunkin'. And yes, I put my cats before my Dunkin', okay? I was going to wear jeans today, but... Okay. Let's go grab this for them. They're Temptations. They better have them too. Alright. Oh, I got to scan my card. So I seen the girl walk in here to work, so I dropped her off. So give me a second. I'm the only one here, and I forgot I had to scan my phone. Got my card out. But let's scan this. Alright. Just talking about cheerleading because the one girl didn't re-enroll her daughter in cheerleading. However, Tasha misses her and Amelia misses the daughter, blah, blah, blah. So she did enroll her daughter in dance, but there was just a personal reason why she didn't want to. So I was just talking to her, and she says, tell Tasha find out. If I can, I'll enroll her now. I don't think it's too late in the season, really. They did start earlier practices, but it had nothing to do with their hours towards the game. Actually, I think they said they have a game in 2 weeks, I think. But hopefully she can get her daughter in, because it's nice when they build that friendship all the way through, you know. So Jar wants the girls in karate. He said Trey will take it too, but right now Trey's not 2 yet, which, you know, you can enroll him, don't get me wrong. But man, he's a little tank. Let me tell you what, if his sisters bother him, like if say he gets that time to watch TV, he watches Polly, and if they get in the way and they stand up by the TV, he can push them out of the way. He would tell them, move right now. Gotta love him. The best part is when they get too over, like, doing things and such, it's great because I could just walk home. Come on. Guys, it feels like fall is here. The leaves really haven't turned yet, but they'll be turning with this weather. Oh, there's some right there trying to start to turn on the bottom of that tree. You know, when the trees are all bare, it's just like, oh. It's pretty when the snow piles up on it, you know. Just not ready for it. So tomorrow's Friday. You guys didn't drop in the, well, no, I think, what is it? Alpine? It might be Alpine. I can't remember exactly. She wants me to go over where Jim says he's a certified vet tech. If you're a certified vet tech, why haven't you done that position? I don't get that. If you're a certified vet tech, why can't you cut your dog's nails? Come on. They're trained for that. But, we'll see. I know a lot of people, you know, always want to do Jim and Jerry. I do get kind of bored of them, let me tell you. Because it's mostly about food and, you know, how tired they are. They're so tired. And I'm sorry when I don't understand Jim's tiredness all the time. Like, get out of the house. That'll help you the most, you know? When people sleep a lot and lay around a lot, it's a sign of depression. Like, And then you just gotta, you know, kind of help yourself a little bit. But I'm almost home. I should have just ran in there, but it's easier to just park down and not move the car twice. Oh, all right. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.